ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Before I begin, I request Matajis to chant the opening shloka, Parthaya Pratibodhitam, and chant 10 shlokas.
Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana-munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshivim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Atha prathamodhyayah Arjuna Vishada Yogaha. Dhritarashtra Uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samavitayuyutsavaha Mamakah Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Sanjaya Uvacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharya Mupasangamya Raja Vachanamabravit Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatincham Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata Atra Shura Mahishvasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharathaha Dhrashtaketushchekitanaha Kashirajascha Viryavan Yudhamanyuscha Vikrantaha Uttamaujascha Viryavan Saubhadro Draupadeyascha Sarva eva Maharathaha Asmakantu Vishishtaye Tani Bodhadvijottama Nayaka Mama Sainyasya Sanyarthantan Bravimite Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krapascha Samitinjayaha Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadattirjayadrathaha Anye cha bhava shuraha Madarthe tyakta jivitaha Nana shastra praharanaha Sarve yuddha visharadaha Aparyaptam tadasmakam Balam bhishmabhirakshitam Paryaptam tvidamitesham Balam bhimabhirakshitam.
Yes. Namaste to you all. We are starting a new field wherein we see it is intimately associated with our life. Living in this world and attaining God. There are innumerable scriptures in Hinduism and all other religions, but nothing like the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and Bhagavad Gita. These two scriptures have special characteristics that you will see how to live in the world and attain God is the main thing that we need in the present age. All scriptures give us the knowledge of God. What is God? How is He? What is this? All these things we learn. But there is another aspect of our life and existence. That is, we have to live in this world of duality, of constant struggle. Life itself is a constant war field, as if unless we have anchored our boat somewhere, we will be lost somewhere in the wind of the world, and we will be facing intense misery, bondage and suffering, unable to come out of it. So here we see Bhagavad Gita giving us the how to live in the world and the whole background in which it is being developed. It has come into presence. It has appeared like flower appearing in a garden. The Bhagavad Gita has appeared in the war field. Man is constantly undergoing war within and without. Inside is the greater war field with inner enemies and our own desires and other things. The past momentum, vasanas driving us, nature's drives, all this amidst this, we have to live in this world and somehow transcend and go beyond. So comes the need of Bhagavad Gita and Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, where they are very clear. You have a part to play in this world. You have to exist. You have to live. Face the world boldly but calmly, joyfully, heroic way. How to live and attain. This is what we see. The second thing, when we are entering, we have to remember we are all spiritual aspirants. We are seeking how to transcend this nature and go beyond. We are spiritual aspirants seeking spiritual illumination. We are not striving for escaping, but transcending, growing beyond the world, and just like a child who plays intensely with the toys, doesn't want other to share even his toys. Such a boy, when he grows up, he no more aspires for toys. Even the toys comes, a college going boy will never take up the toys and start playing anymore. Not that he hates, doesn't hate even the other children who are playing with toys. He enjoys, but he doesn't play because he has overgrown. That kind of spiritual growth we need to look at the world, give love to all in return, encourage them, be an example for them, and live in this world, transcend and happily go away. This is what we aspire for. So we will be studying Bhagavad Gita with a different perspective in our mind. How to utilize this Bhagavad Gita? What does Sri Krishna tell us? What does He want to convey to us in and through the scriptures? Though He has made Arjuna only a nimitta to give His message to the world, Arjuna, as we see, is an occasion. Warfield is an occasion in which Krishna is giving the eternal principles governing the human life and transcendence of it, and giving the whole essence of the truth, reality. The spiritual heritage of India and Hinduism, especially the essence of Hinduism, is condensed and given completely as it is. You need not see any other scriptures if you see Bhagavad Gita. Whatever is there in the world regarding God and things, all philosophies deal with three important aspects. As long as I am body, there are three things. There is myself, the individual soul. There is the universe, cosmos, and the beyond. There is God, or whatever you call a reality beyond this, governing these and existing independent of it. So we call it Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara. These three are completely analyzed in its essence, in its practicality, in its reality, in its absoluteness, everything, the whole, turn and see anything. Jiva, you can see from all directions. Universe you can see. You can see various aspects of God. All these are given in this small Bhagavad Gita of 700 shlokas. And here we see the whole gamut of Indian or the Hindu scriptures is there in this. And if you know this, you know everything. Various ways he presents repeatedly. See, this I am giving you, this I am giving you, this I am giving you. So this is sufficient for us to transcend the nature and go beyond. With that same perspective, with the same idea, with the same ideal in our mind, we will be studying Bhagavad Gita now. And when we see Bhagavad Gita, the one important message, or the even our life when we see what is the intention of Bhagavad Gita, what does the Krishna want to make us understand? Simple, you are divine, my child. This divinity of man is the highest knowledge that has been given by Hinduism to this world. You are divine, you are divine. That divinity of man. And coming to this Swamiji, this goal, attain this, be the divine. Swamiji says, each soul is potentially divine. And the goal is to manifest this inner divinity by controlling the nature, internal and external. Do it by work or worship, philosophy or any means, and be free. And all other things, this is the essence of religion, and all other things, temple, books, this, that, all these are rituals, all these are additional things, supplementary or non-details. But what we realize your divinity within. This realization, this is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. The goal. Swamiji insists on the goal. Coming to Sri Ramakrishna, Thakur says about Gita, 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 go on telling 10 times. What it becomes is the thing it is conveying. Tyagi, 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 Tyagi. Gita, Gita is going to become Tyagi, Tyagi in the end, if you utter 10 times. That is what Sri Ramakrishna says. Oh, the essence, he tells Tyagi, Tyagi, and then he says, oh man, Give up all other pursuits of the worldly system. Concentrate on one thing, attainment of God. Attain God. If you have not attained this, the whole life is gone in vain without attaining anything. Here we see the essence of Bhagavad Gita is giving, and with an emphasis or with focus on the path. The Swamiji gave the goal. The man is potentially divine. Here is going the path, he is insisting on the path. And these two statements will give us the whole thing. The Hindu Vedic tradition gives us a few dictums. You are divine. This you are divine is being explained by the 4 Mahavakyas. You are divine. The Tattvamasi, you are that. It's from the Samaveda, Chandogya Upanishad. And you are that, you are that. How it is pointing to your divinity, you see, you are that. And then the 4 Mahavakyas. Next is Aham Brahmasmi. Yes, when Guru says, Guru is seeing every reality. He is seeing himself. He is seeing the disciple, what is inside. He is seeing the transcendental. He is seeing the nature and telling, oh my child, you are Tattvamasi, you are that, you are that. You are that. He is seeing whole thing and you are that. The disciples practicing, he says, yes, yes, I have realized. Aham Brahmasmi. Yes, I am the Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. This Aham Brahmasmi comes from the Yajurveda. And then there comes the third one. The Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. Then the third one is the Ayamatma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. Ayamatma Brahma is showing any jiva life in the world. Ayamatma. And also Ayamatma, pointing to one's own self and point to the self for all others. Ayamatma Brahma. All this what you see here. And yourself, your own self, is that reality. How they are pointing out again and again to in different ways, in different Vedas, pointing out to, this is from Atharva Veda, Ayamatma Brahma. This is you are all this self and your own self, Atma, is Brahman. Then Prajnanam Brahma, the supreme knowledge, Prajnanam, the transcendental, the ultimate knowledge of this, whatever exists. When it is taken to the ultimate, what is the knowledge that you get? Non-dual, one existence. That knowledge, Prajnanam Brahma, that is the ultimate, that is the reality, that is Brahman. So what is divinity? What are you? You are divine. So this is given by the first dictum, you are divine. Then the second, from the same absolute, there is a manifestation of this universe. Purnamadav, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate. This universe is complete in itself and self-contained. It doesn't need anything for it to exist, because what is beyond is pervading it and giving its existence. Like space, giving room for all things to exist. The Absolute is giving place, room for all the time and space bound universes in the timeless, spaceless existence, the Absolute Brahman. In Brahman, innumerable Ananta Koti Brahmandas are coming and going. This is there. You are in this. And when the universe comes, there is another manifestation within the universe, the Jiva. The transcendental spirit, this is matter in the realm of time and space. That is spirit independent of time and space. And combination of these is the expression of the transcendental through the manifest, expression of the Atman through body, expression of consciousness through matter is life. Life is expression of consciousness through matter. Chaitanya through Jada. When Chaitanya manifests through Jada, we see life there. That is what you are. It's a combination of spirit and matter. This combination, so we are having two aspects. One is our bodily existence, one spiritual existence. The spiritual existence is hidden behind the bodily existence. We are aware of the bodily existence and not of the spirit. Spirit is Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa. It is full of bliss in itself, but enclosed in the bodily, it doesn't understand. This bodily is putting limitation on that, unable to perceive that, and we see this bodily existence is giving pain and bondage, while the within is the Ananda Swarupa. Bliss in itself, in its own right, there is the bliss Swarupa. And it wants to get rid of this bodily bondage and suffering and know and be what it is. This is the mukti aspect. I want to be released eternally from this bodily bondage. This is possible. This is the second dictum, that there is universe, you are there in it, bound by the body and mind. To release is the whole thing. And the third dictum of the Vedic is only through renunciation you can attain it. Tyage naike amritattva manushuhu. Through realization alone, realization can be had. You can know yourself. You can't tear away and put the body outside. You cannot break it off and get rid of it. No, that will be there. You transcend it. You transcend the nature. Live here with all family and friends as a Jivan Mukta. You are not going to lose everything or reject or go away. You are transcending it. So, human body is provided by nature to transcend all these limitations, go beyond and look at that beautiful world. The moment you attain God and be a Jivan Mukta, what a joy it would be to see when you wake up from the dream, or in dream you wake up and see the dream world, how joyful it will be. Because you know its play is going on of the mind. You have nothing to worry. Whether tiger comes, you start giving him plantain. So it is a joy to be a realized soul in this world and live. So this is the thing you have to, and the thing is only through renunciation. Renunciation is to transcend. Renunciation is not throwing away, going away. That is not renunciation. Renunciation is to get rid of or overcome the worldly needs of the body and mind. Worldly needs only, all other needs are satisfied. Worldly needs that is going to bind you, causes of suffering and bondage, you are going beyond them. You don't need, like a grown-up boy doesn't need the playthings of childhood, the toys, like that. You don't need the things of the world now. The play is over. I want to play, I have play now. So with gods and goddesses, with devotees and other things, you'll be enjoying the company of God. So this is the thing we see. We are entering into these Vedic dictums. You are divine. World is there, you are in it. There is bondage, there is transcendence. And it can be attained only through Tyage Naike Amritattva Manashu. There is no other way. Nanyah Pantha Vidyate Ayanaya. No other way to get rid of this. You cannot destroy the nature. You cannot destroy yourself. You cannot destroy anything. You cannot change anything in this world. Everything is bound by the law of nature. So transcend, and go beyond. And be here as an enlightened soul, giving light to others. So this is the whole of Bhagavad Gita, this one. In the next class, I think, we'll be able to get a little more knowledge of this, our scriptures. I wanted to tell about it. I will tell in the next class. And then you see, the main thing is we are on the path to realize God. Our studies is not limited to the study of, this is not academic study. We are not going to do our Harinamananji, Sarvapriyananji and all went to the School of Divinity, School of Divinity in Harvard University. Academic course. And this, it is not going to yield anything to us. Academic understanding. We will become scholars. That's all. That is not our aim. Not even we will not take up any bhashya also. Advaita bhashya of Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya bhashya we will study, we will become philosophers. If you take Madhvas, you will become theologists. If you take Ramanujacharya, you will oscillate between the philosopher and the theologist. And ritualistic part, no. We want spiritual truth. We want to realize God. We don't want to become theologists and philosophers, nor scholars. We want to realize God. So our path is, we are seeing through Sri Ramakrishna's eyes, Vivekananda's eyes, and the direct disciples, how they looked into Bhagavad Gita. Hari Maharaj, Turiyananji Maharaj, he was every day, after he is realizing God, every day he is reading Bhagavad Gita throughout the life. Without that he will not take his morning breakfast. What a thing you see. What did they see in that? The glory of God, the release of jivas. That is what we are going to go through. And that is the essence of the whole thing. Because you see, in Chennai, we had an Acharya, Kalyan Sundar Shastrigal, who is an authority on all the aspects of Hinduism, the Shad-darshanas, and especially the whole of the Uttarmimamsa philosophy of the Advaitic, this one. And all acharyas, wherever there is any confusion or differences or to be clarified, they used to call him. He used to be the person who is taking care of the Vada Vivada also in case of arguments, judgment. So such a person used to take us scripture classes in the afternoon when I was in Chennai. He used to say, I know everything of the scriptures, all the 4 Vedas are in my mind. But you don't know anything compared to me. But I am not equal to you because you renounce the world. With all this knowledge, I could not. A day comes in my life, I shall renounce. That is the aim of all these studies, he used to say. One Shankar Shastrigal used to come in to us in Bangalore ashram. He had one daughter. He was 60 years old. He was taking classes for us in the afternoon, Sanskrit. And he was telling, I am teaching you as a teacher, but I am not fit to be a teacher now. You are renounced, and I am in the householder's garment yet. I want to renounce one day. I am waiting for daughter's marriage. On the daughter's marriage, the tali was bound. The handing over of the daughter is over. He was missing from the marriage, never to come back, never to be known again. This is what the whole of Bhagavad Gita teaches us. This is what Sri Ramakrishna has taught us. If you are a householder, be sannyasin within. And be unattached to everything, that is sannyasa. Live, love, do all your duties as an offering to God, that is sannyasa. And this is the path we are treading. Some had to expressively, outward sannyasa also they had to take, like we people. There are many more in Thakur's inner circle and outer circle, and all belong to the same circle with Thakur as the center. Inner circle is inner circle because they cannot go out. Outer circle is outer circle, protecting the inner circle from the influences of the world and to help them to light the lamp in the world. So both are essentials. They have part to play in the Leela of the Lord. So as devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, we are aspiring for that, the inner renunciation. And this inner renunciation is most essential both for the sadhus and the householders. And there we see doing all duties of life as an offering to God and reduce external contacts, external worldly contacts. All other contacts will remain. Divine contacts will remain. Normal contacts will remain because you have to go in the office and work. All that will remain. But worldly, which is associated with Kamini Kanchana externally, those things are dropped now. So this is sannyasa, and we will follow that and will continue in the next class. So we will now be ending now. Any questions are there? Thank you all, and we will go nicely because every week is very convenient for us to keep the memory and keep ourselves at a higher level of consciousness. Otherwise, just to get up and look outside, it makes you forget God. Everything in this world makes us forget God. So how much vigilant we must be at all times not to forget God, not to forget God, in and through. You'll be smiling and talking to others. The inner awareness, antar prajna, the antar prajna, it will be like an underwater current flowing. It must be going on, the presence of God and all that. Externally you are playing, you are talking, you are eating, doing all things, but inside that Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj used to say, when you are working physically, give your mind to God. When your mind is also involved in work, give your heart to God. This giving heart is most important part of our life and existence. Once you have given your heart, over. it will not come back again. He knows how to catch it, how to bind it to his feet. Somehow we have to bind ourselves independent of bodily existence at the heart level, be one with him at all times internally. All right, wish you all the best for the today. We'll meet again in the next class and continue. A few classes I may have to take as an introduction like this before we enter the main text. It will take time, and many times I tried, I could not go ahead in Bhagavad Gita for long. In Chennai I started, in 3 years I could complete 3 chapters and it remained there. And as I grow in my spiritual awarenesses and my own way of realizations, I feel how to present this reality of Bhagavad Gita. How to. It is something like a huge ocean. Somebody has come with small pot to take it. And I have a spoon to fill that. I feel so small looking at the Bhagavad Gita. So also gospel. I have only a spoon. People have come with a pot and there is ocean to give. And they want to take the whole ocean and go away in that pot. This is what happens. So it takes lot of time to give that spoon by spoon, spoon feeding. All right.
The whole setup of Gita is in the context of war, Maharaj. War.
More. Yes.
So can we take it also in? Can we put it in other contexts also? Because
Yes.
every time Krishna is reminding Arjuna to fight.
Yes, you see, all aspects of human existence are dealt there. Every aspect of human existence is taken. Nothing is left over. And we are humans with multiple activities, mind, important part is mind. So many things are happening. It's a very complicated system. To dissociate from this is very difficult. And that is what the whole thing, essence, again and again pointing to the divinity, divinity, divinity. And you see, the Bhagavad Gita begins with the goal and ends with the path. First starting, Krishna gives the Advaitika highest truth, Nainam Chindanti Shastrani. And then last, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Swamiji and Thakur. Beginning with Swamiji's, you are divine, man is potentially divine, ending with Tyagi. The whole thing is that. That's why we treat it as Dharma. Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, it begins. Dha is the first letter. And Rma is the last letter of the Bhagavad Gita. The whole thing is Dharma. Gatir Mama is the last word. Dharma. So that is how it's a beautiful thing. And every field of our life and activity, we apply this. We move with it. The main thing is how to imbibe that within us. How to prepare the software within us that converts the world into God. What we have developed, lives after lives on software with which we are moving, which converts the God into world. Now we have to replace that, destroy that software and prepare a new software which converts the world into God. Then we will reach the reality. So that we are undergoing a tremendous transformation within us to look at the world in a different way, to understand the life in a new perspective and attain. All right. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.